What's up YouTube, Mike here with PeoplesChoiceGaming, and today we're going to take a look at the new secondary weapon, the Angstrum. Now this is basically another type of rocket launcher we have to add to our arsenal, and a pretty fun one in that because it is another, I guess, newer type of weapon that we haven't seen yet. And basically this weapon is able to shoot many rockets once you get the multi-shot on. It starts off just shooting one rocket, and you have 3 rounds in the chamber basically, and you can either just click the mouse once and do a quick shot and that'll shoot the one rocket, or if you hold it you can charge the weapon up much like the ogres, but instead of shooting your one main rocket like the ogres, you can shoot all 3 at once. And what's really nice about it is once you get your lethal torrent and your other multi-shot mod on, you're going to be shooting, I didn't even count, but it's a lot of rockets. It pretty much looks like just a straight up rocket salvo, like a rocket barrage from the sky if you're doing it up high. It's pretty fun. It's pretty low, the accuracy is pretty low though, and a very wide spread. So if the enemies are far away, you really don't want to do the whole 3 rocket charge because it's a huge spread and many of your rockets will miss. So if you are within reasonable distance of the enemies, by all means shoot all 3. You are going to do great AoE and be able to kill a lot of enemies. And when you're a little farther away, do a lot more tap shooting, and you're still going to be shooting a few rockets because of the multi-shot, but that way you're not wasting them and you're able to hit them all, and you'll be able to still shoot 3 times. Now this weapon has a really nice high base damage of blast, of course, but it does have a long charge time and a really long reload speed. So we are going to mod to help this out. And luckily, the weapon does have a really nice base damage, so it's not as bad, having that longer charge and reload. But we're going to be able to make up for that. Let's jump in and check out how to mod this. Alright guys, for modding your Angstrum at level 30, unfortunately, we are going to get 1 polarity, but it is going to be that dreaded D polarity that they need to just stop putting on weapons. We've been actually getting them a lot more and more on weapons. It kind of sucks. It's pretty much about the same as having no polarities, or kind of like even worse than having no polarities, because there's pretty much no mod you're going to want to use with the D polarity, other than your ice elemental pretty much, and we honestly don't even need to use that for Corpus. For the magnetic, we could just use the dual toxin. But regardless, we still are going to be able to fit quite a good bit of mods on here without putting any form on, and get a really nice high damage, so it works out. So we want to get lethal torrent on, barrel diffusion, and hornet strike. Pretty much like always, the lethal torrent's really going to help out with that charge speed. And having both the barrel diffusion and lethal torrent is also nice, being able to shoot the extra rockets, because you don't necessarily need to do the charge shots all the time and constantly have to reload and have such a big spread that really makes you have to be closer to the enemies. You'll be able to do a lot more just single shots, quick shots, so that you can actually have a lot better accuracy and kind of take the enemies out that way, and still have multiple rockets with all your multi-shot, so it works out really nicely. And then the reload speed is really long. If you remember from the stats I just showed you, 2.5, and with only having the 3 rockets, even if you aren't shooting all 3 at once, it's just a really long reload speed. It gets quite annoying. If you are charging up and shooting all 3 at once, it's pretty much unbearable. You really need to put the reload on. So we'll go ahead and add the quick draw so we can get that reload speed. And then lastly, we got just enough points to get 1 full 90% elemental and then a 60% elemental to make our full elemental combo. So we got some radiation on here for some higher level Grineer, survival and defense. You can switch it around and put on some toxic and electric to make corrosive. If you are doing the regular maps, corrosive will be the elemental combo of choice you want to use. But unless the enemies are really high level, it's, you know, not going to matter. You could just leave the radiation on, you'll be fine. And then for the corpus, we can go ahead and take those off. Just throw on the dual toxin. We'll be able to fit both on because we do have the newer pistol pestilence. So we'll put that on, and the full pathogen rounds. And you do have this polarity, so you know, if you want to, you will have enough points to put your ice mod in there and a full electric rut mod, and you can still run the magnetic if you'd like to on the corpus. You know, you could do that, or the dual toxin. I mainly run the dual toxin on against corpus these days. It's just usually a little bit better. And then lastly, you know, for infested, if you are doing any maps with infested, even though it's very limited at the moment, you can switch up your elemental combos once again for either the elemental gas combo being the best if you're trying to do more damage against the light infested, or my preferred favorite, because pretty much all I really do when I'm playing for fun is really high level runs, and in that case you're really going to want the advantage against the ancients, not the light infested, being the difficulty difference. So then the corrosive once again would be the best, the electric and toxin against them. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.